Hello honey buns, I'm Nemu. Today we are doing Martina Valentine's cast. Martina Valentine is going to be added to our Honeywell Let's Play save file, and I might have said that last video that I did about the Honeywell Let's Play, that was going to be the last preparation video, and that after that video we were going to start with episode 1 of the gameplay portion. Did I lie? Yes. Was it on purpose? No, I did not want to lie, and I didn't mean to lie, because I genuinely did think that, but I realized that the save file was missing something. It was missing a certain someone that you always should have in your stories, that you don't think, oh, if they might meet, then they'll have this relationship. You know, okay, they are going to meet because maybe they've already met, or they need to meet for the storyline to progress in the way that I want it to. So Martina and Max know each other from a foster home that they were both in between the ages of 10 and 15 before Martina was moved to a different foster home where Martina was abused, for lack of better words. And because of that, she ran away when she was 16 and she tried to make it on her own. Did she succeed on making it on her own? Kind of. She was homeless for a while, and anytime she did have an apartment, it was a small, dingy, crappy apartment with no light. But she did survive. But because of the fact that she was in and out of foster homes her whole entire childhood and ran away when she was 16, she basically had to raise herself. So she didn't turn out the best. She's not the bad person, but she went down a couple of wrong paths, and she has some poor habits. For starters, she has bad manners, which is a trait, like a reward trait that I'm just going to add in. But her main traits is she's a villainous Valentine, she is a love bug, she is self-absorbed, art lover, self-assured, and materialistic. She cares about money and materialistic things. Martina's parents died when Martina was little in a house fire, which Martina was a part of, which is why if you look her closely you will see she has got a burn mark on her neck. I'm pretty sure at the time, like where we are in the cast recording right now, she doesn't have it yet. I can't tell, but she has this burn mark from when she was a baby and she was in a house fire and her parents died. She survived because luckily the house fire didn't reach her room before the firemen did, so the firemen got to her before the fire did. However, she does still have a mark on her neck. Martina has, one might say, some poor habits that maybe we don't want Max to pick up, but we don't know where exactly the relationship between Martina and Max are going to go, because obviously they were friends before, but they also lost contact, so they no longer have each other's contact number, they are no longer in each other's relationship panel. But when they re-meet and they meet again, they'll recognize each other, have this whole beautiful reunion, hang out a bit, and then we might see if Martina's poor habits might start rubbing off on Max. If you're wondering what some of Martina's poor habits are, let's just say I have base mental drugs added, okay? It's gonna be a big thing. But hopefully Max can help Martina in a supportive and healthy way, in a supportive and healthy relationship, and maybe Martina can get some help at some AA meetings or rehab, or just kind of being there for her. Now, Martina is not addicted to anything. I want to make that clear, but she does do some things time to time. She does use some things time to time. That is a habit she picked up from one of her only friends that she ever had, that she met when she ran away to a new city. And unfortunately, these people were in a poor situation as well, and they kind of dragged Martina in. Is this a bit too heavy and a bit too realistic? Potentially, but I don't really care, so. Well, I mean, I do, but I also kind of don't. Martina is completely head over heels obsessed with the color pink. If you can't tell, I think she has pink in every single one of her outfits, except maybe one of her sleepwear outfits and all of her party outfits. Apart from that, everything is pink. Martina works as a salesperson that she got when she turned 19, and she found it in Mount Komorebi. However, now she has moved to Samai Shuno, and so she's going to try to be a salesperson remotely, but if she can't do it and it becomes a bit too much of a hassle, then she's going to quit and change jobs. Martina is going to be one of our main Sims that we play with, because when Martina and Max reunite, they're basically sisters, right? They grew up between the ages of 10 and 15 together, and they've always been like really close, good friends. So they're gonna meet again. And when they do, I might have Martina and Max move in together. I don't know, depending on where both of their financial situation is. And if that happens, then we are going to take steps towards helping Martina grow as a person and get her any help that she might need, medical or otherwise. Because Max really does care about Martina, but Martina has got some issues, and those issues are quite honestly not Max's problem unless Max decides that she wants to adopt the problem, and if she does, then let's just hope for the best. Martina overall is just not a nice person. Okay, that's kind of the gist. I am an avid believer in being allowed to change the lifespan, so if it's like short, normal, or long, and changing Sims traits, because realistically people grow out of things, and even if it's one of their core foundational traits, people grow out of things. Like, maybe you are a childish young adult, but that doesn't mean you're going to be a childish elder. Maybe it does, but it also sometimes isn't the case. So if I feel like one of my Sims traits is no longer aligning with their personality and where their lifestyle and life has reached, then I change it. Unless, of course, the Sims game offers to change it for me first. Because if you don't know, sometimes the Sims game will be like, hey, we've noticed that your Sim isn't actually that gloomy. They've been a lot more cheerful lately. Would you like to switch the trait? And then you can say yes or no. That is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I can see you next time for, hopefully, next episode will actually be the episode 1, but I hope I can see you for episode 1 of the Honeywell Let's Play Challenge series. I'm not going to include this episode in the Honeywell Let's Play playlist on my channel because I don't consider it such, as we will go in later and meet Martina, and it's not really explaining anything important or anything. This is more of like a filler episode, I guess.